What do you use to shave your head with, Mr. Price?
Shaving cream and a razor.
What kind of razor do you use? Actually, music fans, I got to tell you right now. So everybody out here, obviously I am with Vince Price from Body Count, and we are here at Chicago Open Air, and I couldn't help myself because I got a bald head myself. You know what? I'm just going to take this off.
Great.
Let me just take this off.
We can be bald together.
You know?
What do you use?
Seriously, I use Gillette Sensor.
I have to try that.
Yeah.
I really tell you the truth.
No, well, do you pick it, or do you have someone do it for you?
I
You
do
must
it
have someone do it.
myself.
Do you do it yourself?
It just takes a while.
All right.
My girlfriend, she tells me, sometimes I miss some spots. So when I'm doing it, I actually have to touch the back and then But I mean, our heads are not exactly shaped
Right,
evenly.
yeah.
So it's kind of hard.
Yeah. So I gotta ask you, are you sick of talking about bloodlust yet?
No.
So
What about bloodlust? Is to be sick of talk about.
right. Everything's going great.
Yeah, everything's good.
Yeah. Feel good about the product.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I did that I had to get in the mood for,
Oh,
we're all
wow.
about music videos,
Right,
Rock
right,
Titan
right,
TV.
right.
So I was checking out Black Hoodie.
Right.
Obviously, it's a very
It's
strong
what's been happening
topic.
for a long time,
Right.
and it's still happening, and we just want people to be aware of it because it's still happening, but nobody's talking about it.
Right.
Everybody's mentioning it, but they're not talking about it. So we want to talk about it, mention it, and show a video about it.
Yeah. Now, when you were doing Bloodlust, did you have it in your mind, lyrically speaking, that you did kind of want to bring out a lot of the issues and topics of today, like, addressing more factual things versus maybe something more fictional necessarily?
You know what? I'll tell you okay. Now you got me confused because I'm thinking about Black Hoodie. How Black Hoodie was basically written was musically, I'm always constantly writing riffs.
Sure.
I'm always having a hard time giving titles to songs.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm looking on TV, and this was when we were writing Manslaughter. Okay, it's not the
Okay.
same music. It's the title.
Okay.
We're writing Manslaughter, and these guys focus attention is on the news. So I'm like, title, Black Hoodie.
Okay. All
So
right.
I just remembered that title of that song from back when, and he goes, "Oh, Vince, I took your title and I wrote a song." I was like, "Whoa, whatever." But as far as I'm concerned, I write so much, I can't just call it that riff, this riff, that riff. I have to give it a song title. So I'm just iPod. Okay.
Now let me ask you about this album, Bloodlust, because obviously there's a bit of collaboration on this one. You had
There's a
Dave
big
Mustaine in there,
yeah.
you had Max Cavalera in there from Soulfly.
Sepultura.
Sepultura, Soulfly. I know him from Soulfly because
Right.
he's been through my Philadelphia region a lot. Philadelphia is where Rock Titan's from.
Right, gotcha.
So what made you pick those guys? How did they come into the project?
Wow. Well, all these guys have been fans of ours, and we've been fans of theirs for a long time. And when I says he wanted to reach out to some people, I mean, I reached out to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say names because they were like, "Oh, dude,
Well, Cavalera, Mustaine, jeez.
Yeah, I know that, and all those other guys that I'm mentioning could have been part of that. But
Right,
they did
right.
choose.
That's all good.
whatever.
It's all good. It's all good.
Next record, you guys.
Yeah, right.
Next record.
Yeah,
I'm
right
giving you
on.
a warning. I'm gonna be reaching for you again.
You've been warned by Vince.
Yeah.
Body count. Body count. We don't want a body count.
All right. Bloodlust Part 2. All right.
There you
anyways,
go. Bloodlust Part 2.
I have something else in mind too, but we'll talk about that later.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
It's a great thing,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it out there now. I want to do Judgment Night 2 soundtrack, number 2. That's
Yeah.
what I want to do. Because back there was a collaboration in Judgment Night soundtrack.
Right.
I want to do number 2.
Nice.
Get people to collaborate and stuff like that. But anyways, it's great to get those guys to do what they did on this new record. I mean, we weren't all physically in the same studio doing it together,
Right.
but it worked out.
Okay.
It
Now,
worked
how
out.
does everything work with Ice? Because obviously he's like a TV star now on top of everything else, He's got his TV show and whatnot, Doesn't he? I mean, he's still doing Law and Order. Is Law and Order still going on, or is that the thing of the
He's
past?
still doing Law and Order.
Yeah.
There's on a new season already.
Okay, so I mean, so
It's
so
still
it's not
going
an issue.
on.
Scheduling's not an issue.
No. The only thing is an issue, and it's better for us not to be doing every freaking tour that comes out there and everything else, because you oversaturate yourself and you burn yourself out.
Sure.
That's why this band has been around for such a long time, because we don't burn ourselves out.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You know?
Does it ever feel like as many years as it's been? I mean, you've been with Body Count for over 15 years.
Yeah, and it's like we don't burn ourselves out.
Right.
You know, and everything stays fresh.
Right.
We're not in the same rehearsal room every day. We don't do that. You know, when the Manslaughter record, before that even came out, Ice was like, Vince, I don't want to tour clubs. I'm like, Ice, you don't have to. You don't have to. There's this thing called festivals.
Right.
It comes with a front line, which people, and it comes with a back line.
Right.
Basically, they provide gear.
Right.
I'm a guitar tech. That's my day job, okay?
Now, the wind, we got a nice little breeze blowing through here. I heard of something about you working for Rich Sambora.
Oh, yeah, I worked for Richard Sambora.
Yeah?
I worked for Richard Sambora, and I just finished, I was Chris Cornell's last tech.
Really? Oh, man.
So I handed Chris his last guitar.
That's a whole other separate subject,
Yeah.
and personally for me, I mean, I feel guilty even feeling bad because guys like you are so much closer to him. How have you been handling that? Let me ask you. I mean,
it put more fire into into me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we all go through problems, but you just got to just deal with it. You know, That's all there is to it. We all go through problems. You just got to deal with life and deal with life the best way you can.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost every member in Body Count. Basically, it's Ernie and Ice are the last guys. I'm here to continue on the legacy.
Right.
You know, but you can't give up life. You know.
Right. Well, Vince, I don't want to take up any more of your time, man.
Good.
But I can't wait to see you guys tonight. You're going on at what, like 5:30, somewhere in that range? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't wait to see this
Cool,
too.
man.
It's
Right?
playing live is a whole nother experience. I never know what to expect.
Yeah. Where are you guys going from here? Where do you go after Chicago?
Home.
Nice. Nice.
No, we're not doing any more shows right now. It's I think the next show is like in Canada, sometime in August.
All right.
But we're doing a Loud Wire Awards on the October 23rd with Slayer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Rock Titan fans, I'm here with Vincent Price, Body Count. Make sure you go check out the new album, Bloodlust.
Check it out.
We are out.
All right.